Hello friends, welcome back to Learn Python Programming and Mobile Phone Programming series. So in this programming series, we are using Decoder app for learning Python programming. And in the previous class, we have seen what are the data types in Python. And in this class, we will discuss more about strings. So what is a string? String is a collection of characters closed within a single or double or triple quotation marks in Python. Okay, so if anything is wrapped inside single quotes, double quotes, or triple quotes, that is called string in Python. Okay, so let's define a string like first name. Okay, FIRST and is equal to, I will give my name here. Okay, so this is how we define a string with the help of single quotes. Let's say you want to define a string with the help of double quotes. Okay, so I will name something like S for this one, and like this is another string, and put the full stop also after this one here. Okay, so in the string, even we can have a single character, or even we can have an empty string as well. Okay, so let's define empty string. So empty string is nothing but something like this. So you don't have anything else here, just simply double quotes. That is how we create a empty string with the help of double quotes. If you want to define another empty string with the help of single quotes, you can do something like this. Okay, and maybe if you want to define a string with a single character, okay, maybe like something like a. Okay, so this how it is. So this one is the string with a single character. This is a empty string. This is also empty string, and this is how we define a string with the help of double quotes. This is how you define string with the help of single quotes. Okay, that's about defining strings in Python. Okay, it's not only about defining strings. Let's say something like you have a string and you want to know the length of the string in Python. Okay, how can we know the length? Let's say something like we have first name here, so which is Afiz. What is the length of this string? We have 4 characters, right? So the length is 4 here. Similarly, we have another string here. This is another string, right? So what is the length of this one? How can we identify that? So the one possible way is you have to sit down and count the characters. Okay, so that's very, I mean, a rigorous task to do, right? Since it's a small sentence, that's okay. But when you have a very long sentence, counting the characters in the sentence is a very tedious job. But how can we solve this problem? So to answer, I mean, for that in Python, we have a function called length. Okay, so using length, we can simply identify the length of the string. Okay, so let's do that. So before that, let me print the string as it is, like this first name. Okay, and after that, even I want to display the string S as well. Okay, so now if you run the program, we will get to see both the outputs here of is and this and the string. But now coming to our main problem, so I want to know the length of this particular string. So for knowing the length of any string in Python, there is a function called length. And to this function, you need to pass the string to know the length. So in this case, I want to know the length of the string called S. Okay, so you will get some value here. So let's print that out and see the output. So let me remove this one and rerun this program. See here, we got 23. We have 23 characters in this particular string here. So let's apply that length function on first name as well. So we should get, what is this? 4, right? Let's run and then verify that. We got add, let's close that, and we have a problem here. So length of this, okay, we have an extra bracket. Let's close that and run it. Yeah, see here, we got 4 as an output. Okay, guys, so that's how I mean we can identify the length of the string. And there is one more thing about strings in Python. So when you define a string, okay, when you define a string in Python, okay, in the string, each character will have an index value. Okay, So the index value will be starting from 0 to the length -1. Okay. So when you say S of 0, okay, when you say S, you will get the total string here. You got the output here, right? But let's say something like you want to access a particular character from the given string, like you want to access only T. Okay, so for that, we need to use the index value of that position. Okay, so in this case, we want T, right? The index value of T is 0. So if you say instead of S here, if you say S of 0, okay, if you say S of 0, what will happen? You will get the first character from that string. See, we got only T here. Okay, so that's how we can access individual character from the given string. Okay, so let me show that another example here. I will just get rid of this guy here. Okay, so this print statement, we don't need it anymore. Okay, so maybe like S of maybe 3. Okay, so when you run the program, see here, we got S here. So 3 means the fourth character. Okay, so because the indexing start from the 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, when you say 3, it means you want to access the fourth character in the string. Okay, so that's about that. Let's say you want to access the last character, so which is the full stop, right? Full stop. Okay, so how can we access that? So we should be knowing the length of the string. Okay, then only we will be able to length of S. Okay, isn't it? Length of S -1. Why -1? Because the index start from 0. Okay, so that's why the last character will have always length -1. Okay, so let's run this one. See, we got the full stop as an output here. So this is how you can access individual characters from the given string. So it's not only about positive numbers we can use as index value, even we can use negative values as well. Okay, so let's try one negative value and see what the output that we're going to get. So I will say S of -1. Let's see what output we will get here. So let's close down this ad and see here. We got another full stop. So what does it mean? The meaning of this one is when you use negative indexing, okay, it will start from the back. Okay, so when you say -1, it will be the last character. If you say -2, the last but one, which is Z here. Okay, let me show that as well. Print S of -2. Okay, now if you run the program, see, we got G as well as the output. Okay, so that is how we can access. Okay, that is how we can access individual characters from the given string. But there is a one catch here. So that is if you try to access something like S of 100. Okay, so if you remember, the total length of this string is 24 characters. But when you say 100 here, so you are trying to access the 101, the character, which is not there, right? So if you try to do that, you will get the error. See, so yeah, you got the error here, string index out of range. That means you are trying to access the index which is not available. Okay, so that we need to remember when you are trying to access individual characters in the given string. So that's about defining strings in Python and accessing individual characters using the index value. I hope you like this video, and once again, if you have any doubts, please ask me in the comment section below, and please do not forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends. And in the next class, we will discuss about slicing in strings. Okay, that is going to be a very interesting topic. I hope to see you in the next video. Till then, take care.